All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles as well as the men that taught our apostles. All right, the elder high priests, all right, as well as the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. All right, I'm not sure what I'm going to name this video, but I want to go into, upliftment of the law, statutes, and commandments. This video is going to be about, the beauty of the keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments, the law itself, and the keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, so I'm gonna exalt that sentiment in this lesson, okay? Because if you let these so-called Christians tell it, and these wacky tacky so-called churches, all right, and that wacky tacky Christians, all right, was coined by the Apostle Gabar, which is beautiful because they are wacky and tacky and bugged out. All right, so if you let them tell it, they'll say that the law is done away with, okay? But then in the same breath, they'll say how they changed their life. Okay, they changed their life. Well, based upon what standard did you change it? You change your life from one standard. You have to, if you change your life, you have to change from one standard to another standard. And these Christians don't change shit. They may start going to church, stop drinking alcohol, which is crazy. That's not scriptural, that you can't drink wine or strong alcohol. That's not in the scriptures. Okay, they may a man or a woman may commit to one person, right? That's where, as far as the woman, yes, she's supposed to be with one man, but Israelite man can have more than one woman if he choose. You know, the point of all this is that they leave it up to them. They'll say that the law, statutes, and commandments are done away with, and saying that, apparently you don't know what the new covenant is, because that is us getting the law, statutes, and commandments programmed inside of us. And it's not just talking about love, well, yeah, it is talking about love. Love the Most High with all thine heart and love thy neighbor as you love yourself. On these two, I hang the whole law. Okay, meaning what? We got to keep all the laws to the best of our ability. Okay, now we understand we cannot keep all the laws, and we understand that we are not going to be saved by keeping the law. We're not justified as being righteous before the Most High by the works of the law, by us keeping the laws. Okay, we get it. You fucking wacky tacky Christians just don't get it. Okay, why would the Most High do with something that brings justice, okay, that shows it's the right way to live on the planet Earth? The laws and statutes and commandments are rules and regulations on how to live. Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about? The laws are done away with. Then what standard do you live by? Esau's wicked ass way? This is completely against the scriptures, you know? So I'm gonna start here in Psalm 19. Psalm 19, I'm gonna start at I'm gonna bring out verse 7 and verse 8. It says, the law of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is perfect. The law is perfect. The problem is with us. Okay, being in this, us Israelites being in this flesh, we're in an imperfect flesh. So what's really needed is an upgrade in the flesh, so that the Most High could, when He programs us with the law, statutes, and commandments, our flesh will be compatible with perfection. Because we're reading right here in the scriptures where it says the law of the Lord is perfect. You see, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing that you don't need to. Why do away with perfection? If you have something perfect, why would you get rid of it? All right, it says, the testimony of the Lord is pure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, are right. You see, they are righteous. The laws tell you the right things to do on this planet Earth. So why would He do away with that when these are the instructions that you need to know on how to live? Because you stupid so-called Christians don't know shit. You don't study. You don't get deep into the scriptures. It says, the commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. You see that? So what does that show? That there's understanding in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You gain understanding and you show understanding. And I'm gonna show this through scriptures. All right. So right here, where right there in that verse, it tell you that the law, the commandment, the statutes, it enlightens the eye. What does that mean? It the spiritual eye, your third eye, gives you understanding. Okay, and I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus, the 21st chapter, and the 11th verse. It says, "He that keepeth the law of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, getteth understanding thereof." You see, when you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and you meditate upon it, most of the laws you don't need to meditate. You just need an interpreter, someone to interpret the law, and, break it down and explain exactly what certain parts of the law mean. But a lot of the law is very cut and dry. Okay, and when you execute the law, statutes, and commandments, how do you execute them? By doing what the law says to do. Okay, follow the law. You'll see that okay, I see why we're doing this. It makes sense. Oh, I understand why we're not supposed to eat pork. Oh, I understand why we're supposed to eat meat with the blood cooked out of it. Okay. Oh, it's very simple. Why not to commit adultery? It's understanding in that. It cuts down a lot of confusion and wickedness. Okay. A woman go out and sleep around on a man, get pregnant from another man, okay, and don't tell her husband about it, or say you find out about it. Now they don't, or say she done slept around with 2 or 3 dudes, and all of them busting her. Now there's confusion because we got to find out who the baby belonged to. You see? So there's definitely understanding. You gain understanding through keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments by the benefit that it shows in your walk when when you live by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. He that keepeth the law of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai getteth understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. Okay, so through keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, you get understanding. You meaning what? It's simple. You understand. Oh, I understand why, or you simply understand why the Heavenly Father laid down these these laws. It makes sense to keep the law, statutes, and commandments because what it brings forth. You can get actual justice, peace, prosperity. That's through keeping the law. Those things happen. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5 and 6. It says, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom, okay, and understanding in the sight of the nations, because the nations are supposed to look on us, okay, if we were keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, supposed to look on us, and they're supposed to say, oh, damn, the way that they living, it makes more sense, or it makes sense, the things that they're doing. It brings forth life, okay, it brings forth understanding, all right. Like our people they don't understand that why everything is going wrong, okay, is because we under the curses for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. So now we're living under Esau, the base man, and we've taken on his way, all right, and his way is not working. His decrees, unrighteous decrees that he have us living by, does not work, okay. So people are trying to get an understanding on what the fuck is going on. Why is everybody miserable? Why is everything so jacked up? Okay? It's because you don't understand that keeping the law, statutes, and commandments eradicates confusion, and it brings about understanding. Okay? So if you want to give somebody understanding, you show them. For an example, if you show particular laws by living them, and then you may explain on, how to keep certain laws. One may say, "Oh, I understand. That makes sense. That's why I'm keeping, or that's why we should keep the law, statutes, and commandments." Okay, it makes sense why man shouldn't lie with man. All right, it makes sense to have a dietary law. Just to give some prime examples, because what keeps you away from bad health? Okay, keeps the bad health away, parasites away. All right, so I believe that's pretty much it. Of course, you can go into this particular topic more, but it makes sense to keep the law, statutes, and commandments because it's just the right thing to do. All right, and when that is executed in the earth, meaning that starting with us Israelites keeping those law, statutes, and commandments, all right, it brings about understanding. Esau ways brings about confusion. You see, that's why everybody don't know what the hell is going on and don't know what to do. Wondering why marriages are failing, wondering why relationships are failing, you wonder why your children out of order and you can't get them in order. Okay, it makes sense to beat your child. Why? Why does you under why is it important to understanding the importance? Why? I'm sorry. Let me slow down. All right, excuse me. Why is it important? Okay, to understand why to whoop your child ass if necessary when they're young, okay, because it produces a better obedient, in order individual when they get older, versus a child that won't take correction from nothing, and it's all completely out of order. Okay. So when you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, there's understanding in that, and I went through some scriptures to show that. All right. So why do away with understanding? The law represents wisdom and understanding. We read it, Deuteronomy 4, 6 and 7. Chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. Okay? So absolutely not. The Heavenly Father never laid down in these scriptures that the law was done away with. Okay? It's just that we're not going to be justified by keeping the laws. Justified as what? As righteous. Okay? So Lord willing, this video was edifying and exhorting onto your spirit. And until the next one, I say shalom.